Welcome to Picture Healer channel. Today we are going to look at how to select the best office and office desk location according to the flying star combinations. We'll look at the flying star combinations that brings the most fame and wealth. For selecting a lucky office direction or the best location for the desk, we have to consider several things. First, we'll need a flying star Feng Shui chart. There are two main different types of flying star chart. One is by the month, year, and time period. And the second type is by the house facing directions. And the facing direction is based on the 24 mountains. So there will be 24 directions, plus the Feng Shui time period or the construction period. So there are many different combinations. There are some Feng Shui calculators or books you can find to find your chart if you know your facing direction and construction year. And the second thing to consider is your own birth chart. Here is a typical birth chart. We have year, month, day, and hour. And the first character on the day pillar is called the day master and represent you. In this example, it's Ji, and it's the earth element. So by comparing the relationship to other characters in this chart, you will find out your personal lucky element. And this can get complicated, so we're not going to talk about details here. But this is another thing you can consider to match the lucky element to your flying star element. And when we talk about the 5 elements, there are also elements based on the Bagua, the later heaven Bagua chart. Even though we don't show it on the flying star chart, this is the basis. For example, the south is fire, and the north is water, east is wood, west is metal, and the center is the earth. So that's another consideration. When we are selecting the office, we want to know what type of business you have. And basically, there are 2 major types. One is for profit. So the most important thing is to make money. And that covers most of the business. And the second type is more focused on the fame and the reputation. For example, in the education, schools, teachers, students, writers, in the publishing, or art and entertainment, we focus more on the fame. And there are many other different types of business, but most of them are in between those 2 types. For example, the civil service workers, politician, if you work for government, there's not a lot you can control about the profit. It's more focused on the status and the promotion. So it's a combination of both. And you also need good relationships and connections to help you go to the next level. Now let's look at the rules for the best flying star combinations for money luck. The rules are very simple. When we look at the 5 element star on the right, the metal star generates water star, or the fire star generates earth star, or the earth star generates metal star. Those 3 types of combination shows lucky in finance. For example, the metal generates water, the star 6 and 7 are metal, and star 1 is water. So any of the combination between these 2 can bring money luck, 1 6 or 1 7. And the same between fire and earth, and the earth and metal. So we have 9 and 2, 9 and 5, 9 and 8. And earth and metal, we can have 2 6, 2 7, 5 6, 5 7, 8 6, and 8 7. It looks a lot, but when we look closely, some stars are not tiny, so we try to avoid using it in period 9. All stars between earth and metal, they are not tiny stars. The number 2 is an upcoming tiny star, so it's not too bad, but most other stars are untiny. So that leaves us to the metal generates water and the fire generates earth. Next is for the fame and intelligence luck. And the best combination is the water generating wood and the wood star generating fire star. So the wood generates fire, that's star 3 and 9 and 4 and 9. And water generates wood is 1, 3 and 1, 4. So we have either number 1 or number 9 in the combination. So generally it's lucky combination. And compared between 3 and 4, number 4 is a little better than number 3 because number 3 can mean quarrel, gossip, and fighting. So those are lucky star combinations for fame and intelligence. Now we know the lucky combinations. We'll look at the chart. You can place the flying star chart over the whole floor plan and find the best location for the office. For example, in this chart, we find the combination 1-6 in the southwest and 9-5 in the north. Those are lucky combinations for wealth. So if you are a business looking to make more money, these two directions are lucky for office. And if you are a student, an educator, a writer, or in the art field, you can look at the south with 1-4 combination, the center we have 4-9 combination, or the northwest we have 4-1 combination. So those are lucky directions for office to enhance your intelligence and fame. And with the same principle and the same chart, we can overlay on top of any room to find the best desk location. And again, the lucky direction for wealth is southwest and the north. And if you are looking for intelligence and fame, that's south, center, and northwest. So once you find out the best location, you can add Feng Shui enhancers. And for wealth, we can always add crystals, money jar, money toad, and piso, or anything symbolize prosperity. For intelligence and fame, we can add lucky bamboo, the Wenchang pagoda, Chinese ink brushes, and we can add a stone or jade seal. Another interesting statue is a monkey on the horse, because in Chinese, it's related to advancing your career ranking and going to the next level. Both seal and a horse or a monkey on the horse statue represent promotion and career advancement. So that's how we can use flying star combinations to decide the best office and desk locations. Thank you so much for watching and see you next week.